Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing like na 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 every day's like my
Hello everyone. Welcome to episode number 7 of Minetech Minecraft Survival. This episode, as well as the next, are going to be a little all over the place. I am going to explain all that during a time lapse. As you can see here, we're in the storage system we have constructed last episode. It now looks kind of good. That being said, let's get straight into the video. We are going to start this episode by exploring a stronghold. One of us found one, but did not have the time to raid it. I asked if I could do that. Let's hope there is some good loot in it. So, in this first time-lapse chat I am going to talk to you about what I meant with the episode being all over the place. So the plan was to slay the Ender Dragon and go end busting. We wanted to do that with 2 persons. However, both of us did not have enough arrows. So we went on and wanted to build a mob farm. However, for that we needed sticky pistons and thus needed slime. Then we decided that we could build a slime farm. It turns out that I have 3 connected slime chunks under my base. Mining out took really long, so we wanted to get a beacon. We went to kill wither skeletons and die a couple of times. What happened will be explained later in the video. For now, let's get going on the server again. We wanted the mob farm in the desert, so we would get less zombie spawns and thus more useful drops. Don't mind the chat as it is in Dutch. I will translate the important things. We were discussing on what we needed to do. We decided that we needed to build another portal first and then gather up all the resources. At this point, we did not work on the slime farm yet. I am constructing the nether tunnel, while Chief_Dan is gathering up a couple of resources. I had most of them, but that is because I have played the most on this server by a lot. We have not constructed the mob farm yet, but we do have the nether tunnel and we have tested it. The recordings were bad, because I had pressed full screen and thus you could only see the chords. In this clip you can see that we are discussing on how to start with the slime farm. In the end, we just got going until we were full of the slow process. I am also going to put the mining in a time lapse, as it is just good. So this is the mining of the slime farm. The idea is mining out the 3 chunks from bedrock to Y level 40. Then we will construct the slime farm in that region for maximum efficiency. Whenever I need stone or cobble, I get it over there. Now we have decided that mining it out regularly is taking way too long. We went to go to the nether castle and slay some wither skeletons. There is some sort of glitch that makes zombie pigmen attack us randomly and we don't know how to fix it. We wanted to build a wither skeleton farm, but for that you need wither roses. Wither rose farms work best in the end, but we aren't there yet. Now it is some sort of cycle. To solve it, we waited at the partially mined out slime farm until slimes spawned. By doing that, we got just enough slime to construct the mob farm. However, we were going ham in the nether, so we did that for a hot minute. Now, we have blaze rods and other stuff. I need to mention that there were some flaws in the storage system we constructed last episode, so some items despawned. However, the system is now fully functional and I have tested it. Many wither skeletons later, we now have 3 skulls. However, we won't use this for a beacon, but rather for a wither rose farm. The storage system looks a little ugly in my base. That's why we are going to make something around it. It is going to be really simple, but it should make quite a difference in the surroundings. I am going to make a simple wall made out of cobblestone and logs. We need a lot of cobble, so I went out and gathered some in the slime farm. We are going to start the construction of the building around the storage system. I don't know how far we will get, but we will see that later on. I know we already have had a lot of time lapses, but it is just no fun to commentate the slow process. That is why this is yet another super fast time lapse. We had far from enough resources for the building around the storage system, so I took a break from that project. I am now going to construct the mob farm. We almost have all the resources for it. We are going to use the dispenserless mob farm, made by Ilmungo. I am going to do some progress updates because I have had enough time lapses for now. Now, we have all the ice for the item pickup system in place. We need a layer around it, so the items don't fall off. That is what I'm building right now. This is the first progress update. We now have the layer around it done. Now, we're going to place in the trapdoors and some water. So now the trapdoors are in place, let's place in the magma blocks which will kill the mobs. That is now also done. We now have a couple of things left to do. First, we need to build all the spawning platforms. That is what we're going to do. We first needed to make the drop-down system for the water. That is now also constructed. We don't have all the platforms in place yet, but we ran out of resources as well as time. That means we have reached the end of this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Next episode will be the same projects. I hope we can finish up the mob farm in that episode.